Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Amy attacks with a 4/4 creature and uses Timur Battle Rage to give it Double Strike and a Trample. Nick flashes in a Darksteel Sentinel to block with. How much damage is the most Amy can have her creature deal to Nick? Alright, so the way that Double Strike works is actually extremely literal. It has the creature deal combat damage in two different combat damage steps. First strike combat damage step and the normal one. Whenever a creature with Trample is assigning combat damage, that creature cannot assign any combat damage to the defending player until after the blocking creatures have all been assigned lethal damage. So that means that in the first strike combat damage step, Amy's creature has to assign 3 damage to Darksteel Sentinel and can assign the last 1 damage to Nick. Things get a little bit more interesting in the second combat damage step. The reason for that is because when you're determining how much damage lethal damage would be, you're allowed to take into account any damage that happens to be on the blocking creature from, say, stuff that happened earlier in the turn, and even combat damage that would be dealt at the same time, say if the Sentinel somehow were able to block 2 creatures. What this means is that Amy doesn't have to assign any combat damage to the Darksteel Sentinel at all during the second combat damage step because it already has 3 damage on it. That lets her put all 4 damage right at Nick's face for a total of 5. Things would work a little bit differently if Nick's creature had protection rather than indestructible. The reason is because protection functions by preventing all damage that the thing you have protection from would deal. That means that in the first strike combat damage step, Amy's creature would not deal any damage to the protection creature, even though it had assigned 3 to it. That means that in the second combat damage step, Amy would have to again waste 3 of her damage getting assigned to the protection creature, and so she would only be able to get through for 2 in that instance. And that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again tomorrow for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.